Hello students. The next topic in exception handling, or the next keyword in exception handling, is the throw clause. Now I had earlier told you that basically there are 5 keywords in Java to handle exceptions. It is try, catch, throw, throws, and finally. So we had done with try and catch yesterday, the previous session, and now I'll be doing with throw clause. The throw keyword, it's used in Java to explicitly throw an exception from a method or any block of code. So when we throw an exception, there are two types of exceptions which can be thrown. One is called as checked exceptions, another is called as unchecked exceptions. Now the main difference between a checked exception and an unchecked exception is the checked exceptions are checked at compile time, whereas unchecked exceptions are not checked at compile time and they are checked at runtime. Now checked exceptions, it means that if a method is throwing a checked exception, then it should handle the exception using a try catch block, or it should declare the exception using a throws keyword. Okay, otherwise the program will give a compilation error. But if we do not handle an unchecked exception, the compiler doesn't object. The program will successfully compile even if there is an unhandled, unchecked exception in the program code. So basically exception handling is used to handle the unchecked exceptions. And if there occurs any unchecked exception, maybe like null pointer exception, I will show you the different checked and unchecked exceptions. So if there occurs null pointer exception is an unchecked exception. So if it occurs, it is a programmer's fault that he or she is not performing the checkup before the code can be used. So now we'll go to the next keyword. So I think the checked and unchecked exception, what are they? It's clear. Now we'll go to the next keyword, which is a throw clause. So how we are going to write the throw clause? Throw is a keyword which is used, and then I'm going to write the instance, whatever I'm going to throw. For example, I have a program over here called as throw demo. Now throw demo has a main program. In the class is called as throw demo, in which I have a main program. In the main program, you can see I am just writing a try block. Inside the try block, I'm calling a function called as demo procedure. Okay. Now the control goes to demo procedure. It comes over here. Now here, what I'm doing inside the try block, I'm throwing a exception. So I told you a throw keyword is used to throw an exception. So using the new keyword, I'm throwing a null pointer exception. So null pointer exception is a runtime exception. And in Java, a special null value can be assigned to an object reference. So when is this null pointer exception thrown? It is thrown when an application attempts to use an object reference which has a null value. Okay, so here I am throwing a null pointer. I am just explicitly throwing. It is not that the program has generated. I am explicitly throwing a null pointer exception, giving the name as A. Now once I throw an exception, or once an exception occurs in a try block, then I have told you that that exception has to be caught in the catch block. Okay, or there should be a finally keyword. Now here I have a catch block. I am catching that exception, null pointer exception, because that is the one which is being thrown over here. So it comes and prints caught inside demo procedure. So that is the first output statement. You can see here caught inside demo procedure is the first statement, because it has come to this block of code since the exception was thrown over here. Now again here I am rethrowing that same exception. So using the throw keyword is used to throw the exception. So when I say throw E is nothing else but a instance of the null pointer exception. So I am rethrowing the same exception. Now again, once I throw, I have to again come and catch this. Where is the control coming back now? Once after this, it will come to the point where demo procedure was called. Now here again, after the try block, since an exception was rethrown over here, there is a catch block. Again, the same null pointer exception is caught. So inside this, I am printing recaught and E. What is E? E is the null pointer exception. So it's going to print recaught Java lang null pointer exception, and A is nothing else but the name I have given to the null pointer exception. So that A will be printed over here. So this is how a simple throw keyword works. I have another example to illustrate the same. Now here I have a class called as test throw. Okay, now in this class I am having a main function. What I am trying to do is, if the user enters an age less than 18, then it has to throw an arithmetic exception and say not valid. I am going to check if the person is eligible to vote or not. So if it is less than 18, the person is not eligible to vote. So it has to throw an exception and say not valid. Otherwise it has to say welcome to vote. That is the objective of this program. So here first, using the scanner class, I've created an object because I'm going to read the input. And then I'm asking the user to enter the age. So that age I have read as X. Now imagine the first case which I have taken, I have entered the age as 23. So in validate function, I am passing the value of 23. It comes to the validate function. So here, first instance, your age will be 23. It checks for the condition. Is age less than 18? Condition is false. So it comes to the else clause and prints welcome to vote. Okay, so that is the first one, welcome to vote. Then it comes back, control comes back over here. Here I am printing rest of code. It just prints rest of code. In the second case, case 2, I am giving the age as, you can see here, I am giving the age as 16. Okay, so in the second case, when I am running the program, when the system asks enter age, I am going to give the X value as 16. So again it calls the validate function. Now instead of 23, it will pass 16. Okay, so it's going to check again. Is age less than 18 here? Yes, it is less than 18. Then what it does? It throws an exception. It throws an arithmetic exception and writes a message as not valid. So what happens over here? You can see it stops execution because I have not caught that exception. So it just stops execution. It throws arithmetic exception and not valid. And since the exception is not being caught, this rest of the code will not be executed. It just terminates the program. Okay, because in this case I have not caught the exception which is being thrown. So this is an example of a throw clause. I hope the throw clause of the exception handling is clear to everyone. These are the two test cases which I have given. Thank you.